some of you may know, playing MLB The Show 25 is extremely difficult when you're a new player or even an existing player from a few years. The difficulty of, adjusting to the gameplay is unlike any other sports game, in my opinion. I think it's definitely the hardest to pick up on. It's very different and it's difficult. And obviously, I've been playing this game for a while. I'm a good player. So today I'm going to be discussing, one, I wouldn't call it a minor change, but one specific change that really helped me become a really good player that I want to just let you guys know about and make you guys aware about. So let's get into it. So I like to do this video every single year because it does very well and it helps a lot of people. And when I typically do this video, I talk about my history as an MLB The Show player first. So that's what we're going to do right now. So obviously you guys see I'm in World Series in MLB The Show 25. I made it pretty easily. I had 4 losses. Every single one of them I lost by like 2 or 3 runs max. And those games I was just allergic to hitting for some reason. But regardless, I am a World Series player. I can pretty much make World Series any season I want to. But, I didn't instantly become such a good player. And I'm not a top player by any means. Anyone in the top 100 would destroy me. But I'm still a really good player. I'm still in the very top percentiles of players being in a World Series. But, it didn't come easy. So I started playing MLB The Show in MLB The Show 15. That was my first MLB The Show, which was a long time ago. That was 10 years ago. So I've been playing MLB The Show for exactly 10 years, really. And, it started off in 15 and 16. I was a big franchise. MLB The Show 15, I was a big franchise player. Didn't play online at all. 16, I catered towards more Road to the Show, so still offline. MLB The Show 17 is when I really started to play Diamond Dynasty heavy. And even when I started playing Diamond Dynasty, I was not good at the game online. Offline, yeah, sure. I was pretty good. But online, I wasn't really that good. 18 also wasn't really that good. And then in MLB The Show 19, I began to be very good at the game. And from 19 on, I can basically make World Series any season I want to. And why do I give this backstory? It's because there was something notable that I changed from 18 to 19 to go from a not so good player to a very good player in this game. So you're probably wondering, what the hell did you do, Nick, to become such a good player and jump in 1 year? Simply put, I got a monitor. Yeah, that's what I did. So I originally played on a TV, just a regular TV, not like a gaming TV or like a super expensive, like super high quality TV. It was a good TV, but it wasn't really meant for gaming. It was more meant for just watching something, right? And when I played on that TV, I wasn't really that good. And 1 year for Christmas, I got a monitor because I wanted a monitor, right? I'm 21 now. I'm in college. I don't really get gifts anymore. Just growing up, But back in the day, I got a monitor for Christmas 1 year, and it single-handedly changed my gameplay because of a multitude of factors, which I'll get into. But one of the most important factors that monitors play in improving your gameplay is called the response time. So what is the response time? The response time is the amount of time it takes from you inputting in like a controller or something into a console. It's the time of you pressing a button to it being displayed on your screen. So let's say I wanted to swing the bat, I would press X on the controller, right? I don't know if it's getting there. I'd press X on the controller. The time it takes after I press X to, me swinging on the screen, that's the response time. And in all video games, not just MLB The Show, you want the lowest possible response time ever so you can react to things really quickly. This is especially important in hitting because timing is super important to get good swings. And my timing was just so much better by getting a monitor. Now, another thing that's sort of come to light more recently in recent years is another thing that I'm actually looking into right now, and I'm probably going to upgrade my monitor very soon for this, and it is the hertz of your monitor. So what that is the symbol is HZ, and the higher your hertz are, basically it's the smoothness of the screen, right? So if I'm moving around the PCI and I have an 80 hertz versus a 120 hertz, it's going to feel much smoother and much more, effective, and it's going to feel better with the 120 hertz monitor compared to the 80 hertz monitor. My monitors are 75 hertz. I got these 6 years ago. I'm only gonna get one because I only use one for gaming. I'm probably gonna upgrade my monitor for a quicker response time and a quicker hertz, because a lot of people have upgraded their monitors for hertz and they've significantly noticed the difference in gameplay, and they say it helps a lot. So that's another thing to factor in outside of just response time, is sort of like the smoothness of your gameplay. And it really helps in MLB The Show, because when you're moving around your PCI, it just feels so much nicer and you're much more comfortable with it, not even including the response time for your timing. It also affects pitching. Now, obviously, it doesn't affect pitching as much as hitting, I would say, but, pitching pinpoint is all about timing. You have to trace the line in a certain amount of time, and if you do too fast or too slow, it affects your play. So response time certainly will affect your pitching, and the hertz will also, because it'll feel smoother going around the right stick when, you can see that on your monitor. Now, I would say it impacts hitting more than pitching, but it also impacts pitching a lot. You could say the same for fielding. You can be able to react to a line drive or get a better response time on your throwing meter. It literally affects everything, and this isn't just a thing for MLB The Show. Getting a better monitor will help you in all video games, literally every single one. Now, there's one thing that I have to mention at the end of this video, and I do this every year too. There is a financial aspect to this. If you're going to upgrade your monitor, it's going to cost you money. Monitors are expensive, especially higher hertz and higher response time cost a lot more money. But, ultimately, if you are in good financial standing and you can afford a new screen and you want to do it, I would highly recommend. But ultimately, if you're not in the best situation, I wouldn't necessarily make it a top priority in your life, in all honesty. But, I just want to get that out there, that, I understand that all this that I'm recommending is very expensive. And I just want to address that. I understand, and I know some people might not be able to. But, if you can and you want to, go ahead. One last thing that I want to bring up, which I mentioned last year, it's just a little story at the end of this video. So, MLB The Show 18, right? I remember I said I played that on the TV, and I played MLB The Show 19 on a monitor. So, I remember I was having some friends over, right? And we were just hanging out, and I had an Xbox and a PlayStation back then. And so we wanted to hook up one console. We wanted to be able to play both the consoles at the same time. So I was in my game room in my house, and there was a big TV and then a small TV, and we set it up, right? And this was after I'd been playing on the monitor, and I was playing MLB The Show on the TV that I used to play for the first time in MLB The Show 19 for a year. And it was insane. It was truly remarkable how out of sync I was hitting the ball and pitching the ball on the old TV compared to the monitor. The difference was just huge. I didn't really feel it naturally going from 18 to 19, but when I went back to, or not 18 to 19, from TV to monitor, when I went back from monitor to TV, it was so obvious, the difference. And that just really confirmed that this is a real thing that affects gameplay in MLB The Show. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys are new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, but most importantly, make sure to subscribe right here on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.